Hi, everybody. It's Kim from Uncrockable Health Nut, and I am going to interview Debbie Carlson from California Wellness. And we're going to ask some questions about the Kangen machine. And when I talk to people, their most common questions they have when they come to me. Things I hear a lot are, is there chemicals in the water? Do they add chemicals to the water?
Well, thank you, Kim. I'm excited. I never thought I'd be a water expert, but this Kangen water unit has totally changed our lives. And that was one of the things when the unit showed up on our kitchen counter. My husband went online and Googled and found out, oh, they're adding chemicals to their water. But guess what? That is a complete lie. As you and I both know, there's no chemicals added to our water. We're filtering out the chemicals, plus we're splitting it. We're ionizing it and splitting it into two different waters, one that we drink and one that we can use for cleaning. So no chemicals added for the drinking waters or for the beauty water. Do we add salt water? Absolutely, when we make the waters that we don't drink, to make them medical grade, electrolyzed reduced 2.5 water, and a water that's strong enough to emulsify oil.
All right, so another question that I hear a lot is they talk about competitors and how they find other machines that they think are, the same, but they're so much cheaper. And what would you say about that?
Right, I think that's the number one thing that people say is, oh my goodness, I found something so much cheaper. You guys, cheaper is cheaper. We actually are not even calling them competition, because competition is when you go neck and neck and you're just winning by seconds. These are disposable ionizers that people are actually giving to us and giving to other distributors because they're falling apart. So the one thing is, if you want to keep buying a machine every few years, that's their lifetime warranty. You buy another machine at a discount when it falls apart. If that's a good deal to you, spend the money now and buy another one every few years. Or get the SD501 like Kim and I did. And it's going to last 25 to 30 years. I've already had mine 4.5 years, and it's amazing.
So and what about, and I hear about like the certificates that the Kangen water doesn't have these certificates, and
yeah, they'll say like that whatever, they have a Better Business Bureau A+. Well, if you follow it and you check on these websites, do your due diligence. Look at the Better Business Bureau. We have the A+ rating. The other companies, a lot of them will see they have just only complaints, or they're not even having the rating they're claiming on their site. They'll even go as far to say that they have the water quality certifications. But if you go to WQA and you look up SD501, we're right up there. We're the gold seal. We're leading it. The other companies, some of them you cannot find them on there. So it's the other thing is looking at the certifications, you can actually print them. Like one of ours says it's a medical device in Japan, backed by over 6,000 doctors. We have ISO, ANSI certifications, and on. Just the highest standard leading the way with our patented device.
And I want to add that these certificates are what allowed us to take it on the airplane, because it is considered a medical device, so we're allowed to take it with us when we travel.
I love that.
So, and then what about, can you talk maybe about the differences between the power and maybe like the filter in the Kangen SD501 and other machines versus competitors?
Okay, well, the biggest difference is the power, the plates, and the filtration. So definitely the power is so strong in the SD501. We have a transformer plus a switch mode power supply plus a condenser. So you'll see on these so-called review sites that aren't reviews, if you trace it down, you'll see that there's another knockoff ionizer just saying they're the expert. But they'll say we only have a transformer. But you and I know if we turn off our machine, it will still create Kangen water for seconds, up to 20 seconds after you turn it off. Then we have the plates, our plates. We have 7 medical grade plates that are 5 by 7 inch plates. The other disposable ionizers will say they have 9 plates or 12 plates. And it's just these little credit card things all glued together and little tiny cheap things. So there's definitely, again, going back to the value, these are titanium and platinum electroplated, and titanium and platinum are more expensive than gold. And we know that. And these are solid. They're not alloys. They're not just medical grade. They're even above that. And then talking about the filtration, do we have a filter in our unit?
Yes, we do.
Absolutely. It's a high grade double carbon filter. And so when the tap water passes through that, it's going to then split the water. When it passes over these 7 medical grade plates, it's going to free the hydrogen and hydroxyl ions and split the water into kind of a good and bad water. If you need pre-filtration, filtration is so cheap. I mean, there's a really great filter for $70 that gets out even additional things before it goes through your unit. So if you're looking at a filter, that's inexpensive. If you're looking for a medical device to change your life, there's nothing better than the SD501. So excited about it.
Thanks, Debbie. And these are some of the questions that I had in the beginning, and I am so glad that we made the decision that we made, because this has been life-changing for us. So thanks again for answering our questions, and we will talk to you again shortly.
Thank you, Kim. I love your blog on crackablehealthnet.com.